Hi guys, welcome back to Mentour and yet another video podcast. I hope you're all doing great. So, welcome out to the fantastic Catalan countryside. I brought you here for a specific reason. The reason is that I received a question a couple of days back, and the question was, how do you keep yourself from feeling like a glorified bus driver? How do you keep the happiness with the job alive, and how do you keep yourself motivated and keep going even though you've been working and doing the same thing for many years? And I thought that's a really good question. That's something that I really want to talk to you guys about, and this goes for every job, so it doesn't only apply to airline pilots. It goes for everyone out there, and that is how you view things. Okay, how you choose to perceive your situation is going to have a huge influence on how your life is going to feel. If you're going to be happy with your life, or if you're going to be miserable with your life, it's going to be completely up to you and not to the circumstances as most people think. Most people in this life view themselves as victims of circumstances, as in something would happen, okay, be it good or be it bad. They will blame the circumstances for how their life look. Okay, at least that's my experience. So something happens to someone, and it might be something terrible, or it might be something that it's not that bad really, but they choose to look at that as being the deciding factor in their lives, rather than all the other things that is going on. So, for example, in my life, okay, being an airline pilot, it was my dream job. That's what I wanted when I was a child. That's what I was working against when I was growing up. And that's what I'm doing now. Okay. The problem is that once you attain your goal, once you get there, you'll realize that it's a job, just like any other job out there, right? So you have to work on keeping the passion alive. And how do you do that? Well, I tend to every single day think actively about what I am grateful about. Now think about that. Think about that in all the things that you're doing. If you just spend a couple of minutes a day thinking about things that you should be grateful about. And that could be the smallest things. It could be spending time with your family. It can be having a supportive family. It can be that you're on the path to attaining your dream job. And it could be just being able to walk out in the nature and look at this fantastic countryside. Or the countryside in your place, in your country. Make sure that you find something every day that you are grateful about. In my case, it's very easy. I consider myself being extremely fortunate. I have a fantastic family around me. I live in a beautiful part of the world. I have a fantastic job. And I have time enough to do these things with you guys. And hopefully that's helping someone else, and that makes me happy as well. So that's how I keep myself feeling positive. Every day I try to find something that about that day that makes me feel really happy about it. When it comes to the job in itself, yes, it can become boring at times. Like, it can become tedious if you're spending a lot of time en route, or if you're doing the same flights over and over again. But once again, it's how you choose to look at it. So if you choose to see the things that are boring, if you choose to think, constantly doing the same thing, constantly flying the same routes, constantly doing this, having to get up early and stuff, then you're going to feel miserable after a while. But that's going to be the same in every job you do. If you're an astronaut, you're going to feel the same. Oh, here I go again, circling the Earth, But if you choose to see the fantastic sides of what you do, be it that you are a bus driver, you might get to meet fantastic people. You get to see the city from different angles at different times of day. Or if you're, like in my case, an airline pilot, every time I push that toga button and I feel the strength and the roar of the two jet engines pushing me along the runway, it gets to rotate the aircraft and fly away, I feel it like what it is. It's a miracle. It's fantastic. And I choose to remember that every single time I do it. Okay, it's the same. Every time that I get up on cruise level early in the morning, it might have been a really long morning, as in it might have been early up, having to get up even though you don't feel like having breakfast, getting to work. But once I'm up there and I'm in the cruise level and I have my first cup of coffee and I view the sunset from 38,000 feet, I really treasure that. Okay, I really love it, and I think about it every time how lucky I am to be able to do that. Okay. So if I do that every day, it means that I'm not getting tired of it. There might be things in the job that's tiring. It might be things. There might be days that are really terrible, but all in all, it's a fantastic thing, and it goes the same for every single job that's out there. But you have to concentrate on feeling grateful for the small things. That's the secret. If you can feel grateful for things and you can actively search for positive things, it's unlikely that you are going to get stuck on the negative things. At least that's my view. So if you want to follow my example, do that, try it out. It helps if you are in good shape, as in you try to do a little bit of exercise every day. It also helps if you're eating well, and by far surround yourself with good people. People that gives you energy, that doesn't steal energy from you. So you probably know those. You probably know every one of your friends that are, those energy givers, the ones that every time you're around them, they seem to radiate positiveness and happiness around them. Spend more time with those. Spend less time with people who complains and sits down and kind of finds the negative stuff and just talks about it, because it doesn't help. It never helps. Find the positive things, stick with the positive things, and surround yourself with happy people, and try to find something positive every day. And I promise you that you will become, for every day that goes by, you will become a little bit more positive. And that goes for every work, every job, everything that is out there. So guys, I hope that helps. I am going to continue to do these motivational videos, and I'm going to mix in more technical videos, more videos about the job as an airline pilot. I hope you like it. As always, you can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and also please, if you do like these things and you want to help out with the whole movement, go into my Patreon page, and you can, if you just want to follow me, that's good. If you want to give something, that's also great, because the more money I get into that, the more awesome videos I can do. And I have some really good ideas coming up about what I want to do with the channel. Okay, it includes creating a website, it includes renting a simulator, and all sorts of cool stuff. So go into the Patreon page, have a look at it, and if you feel like donating, that's fantastic. If not, that's great as well. As long as you just keep supporting the channel, I'm happy. For now, have a fantastic weekend, and I'll see you next time.